I also want to talk about tournament nerves. That's something people pretty often ask me about, and I feel like it's an extremely uh, wide topic, and I don't really think it's one solution to this at all. It's kind of like we're all different human beings. Some stuff works better for us, and some stuff works worse for certain people. So I don't feel like it's one answer to this. Like, oh, you should do this, and that's gonna work for every single human being. Like, imagine like if someone is studying for a test in school. Some people study in extremely different ways. Someone might just read the same thing over and over. Some people do more like, maybe writing down things by themselves, discussing, multiple different strategies for everything. So I'll basically explain what I try to do most of the time, and you can feel free to test it out. But it's by no means a guaranteed success. But my theory is that most people, they get nervous because they are afraid of what might happen. So they might be like, oh, they get nervous because like, oh, what if I lose? What if I play bad? What if people are gonna think I'm horrible at the game? Is all these things that haven't even happened yet that you create in your head? You create a scenario of yourself basically losing the set, and that's why you get nervous. You get nervous for something that did not happen. So for me personally, I do one of two things. Either I just try to zone everything out. I don't think about anything that might happen. So it's basically I'm in a mental state where everything is kind of blank and I just play. I probably unconsciously think about certain things about the game. It's just such a natural thing to play Melee at this point that it's hard to exactly tell. And another thing is also when I did a meditation 4-star comeback against Leffen, I started off with taking like deep breaths and closing my eyes and all of that, and I also try to picture myself winning the tournament, because if you're gonna start thinking about things that haven't happened yet, why would you not bring yourself some positive energy, right? Because in that moment when I was picturing myself winning the tournament, that brought me confidence, it brought me power. Like, I was tired as fuck being one of the TOs for that tournament. But in that moment, that positive energy, I think that made me fight even stronger and even more. So I think that's the difference. A lot of people, and this doesn't even only apply to Melee. It can be anything. Some people, they're always worried about everything going wrong. And then some people seem to think that everything is always going to turn out right. And to be a really good player, I think sometimes you need to be a fucking idiot. Like, when I started playing Melee, I was convinced I would be one of the best in the world. All the odds, everything was speaking against me. First of all, I was a little kid. I was not even 12 years old. And I had unreasonable amount of expectations of myself as well. I lived in Sweden with an extremely small community. I didn't have like a lot of money at the time since I was only a kid. I didn't even speak English at the time, so traveling was also going to be harder. I didn't even play NTSC. So basically everything was speaking against me, but me being an idiot and believing in myself to such a crazy degree, like, I couldn't know back then for sure if I was gonna be good or bad. But if you are gonna start believing, oh, this might happen or this might happen, then believe in a positive thing. Do not believe that you failed beforehand, because if you think that, you already did fail. That's like the first step to start doing bad, is to not believe in yourself. So basically, be an idiot, but be an idiot in the right way. And I think that's gonna help a little bit at least.